Good morning, Las Vegas. Happy Wednesday. I can't believe we are already towards the end of August, which is absolutely crazy. My name is Sheila Smith. I am the host of She Does Loans. My NMLS number is 1184223. I hope everyone's kids are back at school safely, everyone getting back in the routine. I know my little ones, even though they're only a year and a half old, they do go to school as well. Well, you know, baby school, whatever you want to call it. But they are back in the routine. So I hope everyone is, again, getting a good start with school. And here we are at the end of August, going into September. This year is moving quickly. I can't believe it. I feel like every single time around this time comes when I'm on air, I'm always talking about, gosh, we are getting ready to be soon out of the year. 2023 will be here sooner than we know it. And the reason why I bring that up is because this show is about the mortgage process and making you a homeowner. It's about making you a homeowner. So if you are tuning in for the first time, my name is Sheila Smith. I am a local mortgage advisor located here in Las Vegas. I do loans not only in the state of Nevada, but I do California as well. And again, we talk about homeownership, the importance of it, the first steps of becoming a homeowner, which is the mortgage process and which is what I do. And then we also touch on the economy. We touch on the economy not only locally here in Las Vegas and how it affects our community here, but we also talk about it nationwide. One of the things that I want to keep pushing through the end of the year, I'm going to keep saying it. If you have been on the fence about home ownership, it is your time. And I say that to say this. I do not want what we are seeing in the news to scare us, or what we might be hearing from word of mouth scare us about what is going on in the housing market. Now, we know the housing market is extremely instrumental as far as the overall economy. If something shifts or if something is wrong with the housing market, or if the housing market is doing extremely well, it affects not only our economy here in the United States, but globally as well. And so one of the things that I want to talk to you all about, I'm really excited about it. Next week, next Saturday, September 3rd at 11 a.m., I am doing something extremely special. What I want to do is I want to push our down payment assistance program. Again, if you are looking to become a homeowner and you just need some assistance with your down payment, we are going over not only that on this show, but I have something special for you all next Saturday, September 3rd. So let me give you my contact information. Again, my name is Sheila Smith. I can be reached at 702-449-3922. Once again, it's 702-449-3922. Now, so let's go over the down payment assistance program for everyone that is interested. A lot of the down payment assistance program funding has dried up, but there are still down payment assistance programs available. Now, what I want people to understand is this, is because a lot of times I get calls and I hear, hey, Sheila, I'm a first-time home buyer. And for whatever reason, people have this idea that when you're a first-time home buyer, you're supposed to have all of these grants. It's basically like as if you are supposed to just be able to walk into a home, get the keys to your home with not having to do really any work on your own. And that, unfortunately, is untrue. So I'm going to touch a little bit on the down payment assistance program. Who is it for? And the different things that you need to know to take advantage of the down payment assistance program so that you can become a homeowner. We're still in August, and guess what? By the holidays, how nice would that be for you to be in your own home? I'm going to backtrack a little bit. I know on the news we've been hearing, interest rates have been going up, which is absolutely true. Interest rates have gone up. Why have they gone up? Why is it that the federal government keeps increasing the Fed rate? Well, the reason for that is because they are trying to help stop our growing inflation. We are all feeling the growing inflation that we've been seeing with your cost of goods. I know, if you try to buy a car, if you try to buy appliances, your groceries are extremely high right now. I remember when I was just talking to someone at the grocery store last week, and I said, I remember everything that I just bought for $250. I remember when it would only normally be $120 or so, like that. But it's real, and we are definitely feeling the pinch. But that does not mean that people want to stop becoming a homeowner. And I want to give you and tell you exactly what you need to know, just so you are well informed, so you can hear it straight from a mortgage advisor on who is ready right now to purchase a home and how you can take advantage of the down payment assistance program. Okay, so interest rates are going up. Yes, they are. But guess what is also going up? Your rent. How many people are currently in a lease right now, and when it was time for your lease to be renewed, what did your landlord do? They went up on your rent. And unfortunately, the amount that your rent is increasing by, our normal wages are not increasing by that much to be able to support the new cost of living here in Las Vegas. But guess what? If you are a homeowner, you do not have to worry about every single year your monthly mortgage payment going up. Why? Because you own it. Because you own it, so you know what that payment will be every single month. And not only that, you're creating wealth. You are creating wealth. Home ownership is the number one wealth builder in the United States. I will repeat that. Home ownership is the number one way in the United States to accumulate wealth. If you purchased your home last year this time, your home on average would have increased by about 11 to 16% from what you purchased it by. That's pretty drastic. So let's say, for example, if you purchased your home, let's just say for $300,000. Well, guess what? That amount has now increased by 11%. So just by you making your mortgage payments on time, your home has increased in value of over $30,000. Guess what? That's $30,000 of equity that you have, and that goes towards your net worth. If you are interested in finding more about the down payment assistance program and how to get on the list for next week, next Saturday, September 3rd, we're doing this at 11 a.m. And this is what we're doing, and this is how it starts. All you need to do is you can go ahead, you can send a text message to 702-449-3922. Once again, it's 702-449-3922. I'm going to ask you for your first name, your last name, and your email address so that I can send you the application link. So it first starts there. Let's see what your overall picture is. In order to go ahead and to qualify, one of the qualifying factors for the down payment assistance program is you need at least a 580 credit score. So I'll repeat that. If you are someone that's listening and you know your credit score is over a 580, then that is one of the factors that you must have. The next thing is that you do not want to have a bankruptcy for at least the last 4 years. So your bankruptcy would have to have been discharged for 4 years to go ahead and get started. Now, the one thing that I do love about this particular down payment assistance program is this. Let's say, for example, you have a job and you also might on the side, you might do Uber. You might have a part-time job, but you might not have been there for 2 years. So for whatever reason, we cannot account that additional income that you receive monthly. Guess what, folks? This down payment assistance program allows for a co-signer. So if you have a relative that you absolutely trust and that trusts you, and you know that you will go ahead and make your monthly mortgage payments on time, but you just need help as far as being able to qualify income-wise, this allows for a co-signer. If you are interested and if you want more information and if you want that application emailed to you, our secured application link, 702-449-3922 is the number that I can be reached at. You can send a text message. In that text message, you can put your first name, last name, email address, and what I will do today, I not only will contact you, letting you know that I did receive your information, but you will get that application link emailed out to you. Okay, so how it works. With this down payment assistance program, you are basically giving an assistance for 3.5% of whatever your purchase price is. So again, your 3.5% that you would normally have to put up is given to you in a form of a down payment assistance. Now, what truly is a down payment assistance program? It is not a grant. It is not free money. What it basically is saying is that you are going to get this assistance for your down payment, and in turn, what you have to do is you'll have to stay in your home or not have refinanced your home or sell your home for anywhere from a 5 to 10 year period. And then once that period is over, that assistance that you were given in the form of a down payment is forgivable. Now, if for any reason something happens, life changes, you have to move out of state, interest rates get better and you want to refinance your house, it's not saying that you are stuck in that particular loan, but what happens is that a portion of it will become due, which is only right? So let's say if you sell your home next year and you use the down payment assistance program to get in it, of course, a portion of that down payment assistance, once you sell that home, they're going to want it back. Okay, so I want to be extremely clear about that. A down payment assistance program is not free money. It is not a grant. Okay, the next thing I want people to be extremely realistic about a monthly mortgage payment they can afford. That is extremely important. The reason why I say that is because we have people that'll call and say, yep, I see a $450,000 home, but I don't want my mortgage payment to go above, let's say, $1,300. That's not realistic. So I want people to have a realistic expectation. And then also remember, normally your first home is your starter home. My first home that I had, it was a 1-bedroom condo. It was in the Bay Area from where I'm from, but that is what I could afford at that time. But I wanted to become a homeowner and I no longer wanted to rent. So based upon that information, guess what? I got in where I could. I knew that monthly mortgage payment I could afford, and eventually I could go ahead and upgrade from that condo to another home. If you are interested in finding out more about the program, you want to go ahead and you want to apply, you know I'm speaking directly to you. Again, I get how day-to-day life sometimes just has us pushing off the things that we know we are supposed to do to elevate each other, to elevate ourselves, to go ahead and to move to the next step. Someone that I know, he said to me, he said, you know what, every single year I reevaluate my situation and I see what growth have I done. Am I in the same exact spot that I am in right now last year? And if I am, that's the problem. And I say that to say this. That is extremely real information. If you know that one of your goals is to become a homeowner and you've been thinking about it and haven't taken action on it, and if you hear me and I'm speaking to you, guess what? This might be your sign to at least find out where you are at. If for any reason you don't qualify, at least you'll know exactly what is needed so that you can qualify. 702-449-3922 is the number I can be reached at. Again, if you are at work, which most of us are, if you're at home, if you're doing something, you can simply send a text message to 702-449-3922, your first name, last name, email address, and that is all I need to get started. Now, so this is how all of this ties in to next Saturday. Next Saturday, we're going to give you a location, and what we are doing is once I have your application, you're going to do your application beforehand. Once I can tell you exactly how much you qualify for, guess what? You are going to get your pre-approval letter. Your pre-approval letter is what you need to go house shopping. If you are ready, if you are motivated, and you know this is what you want to do, it first starts with the application. I tell you exactly what you can expect as far as monthly mortgage payment, all of the items that are needed to validate all of the information on your mortgage loan application. And if you are ready, next Saturday we are issuing pre-approval letters. Not only are we issuing pre-approval letters, we will also have a realtor there to be able to pull listings for you based upon all of your criteria. So let's say, for example, we'll know exactly what monthly mortgage payment you want. If it's a particular area in Clark County that you're looking at, we'll have all of that for you. And how awesome is it that from you listening today, Wednesday, next Saturday, September 3rd, you can be going out looking for homes and making an offer on a property. 702-449-3922 is the number I can be reached at. 702-449-3922. Now, okay, so let's back up. Again, we've been hearing about where interest rates are at. Now, one of the nice things I will tell you about this time right now, earlier this year, last year, even the year before that, when people had a pre-approval letter, they found a home that they loved, guess what? It was 12 other people making an offer on that exact same property that they love as well. And it was extremely hard to get into contract with the home, right? Interest rates were extremely low. People were desperate to get into homes, so they were overbidding on homes, things like that. That's what was happening. Guess what? The market has switched, and it has switched in your favor. How is that? One, prices for homes are now being reduced. And it doesn't necessarily mean, and I want to make this crystal clear, and I want people to understand, when you are seeing home prices being reduced right now, it does not mean that the housing market is getting ready to collapse or crash or anything like that. What's going on in the industry is that the housing market is doing a correction. So say, for example, if it's a home now that is really worth $375,000, that home on the market is now going on sale for $375,000. Whereas if this was earlier this year in January, that home that normally would be worth $375,000 might have been going on the market for $415,000 because they knew people were willing to pay more just to get their offer accepted. So no, we are not seeing a housing market collapse. We are seeing a correction. And it is very important when it becomes your time, which again, if I'm speaking to you, it is your time. If I'm speaking to you and once we go through your numbers and I say based upon what you are looking for, this is what your monthly mortgage payment is. If you can't afford that monthly mortgage payment, guess what? It is your time. I believe everyone should have the right to home ownership. Now, everyone's credit might not say the same, but still, I believe that everyone should have the opportunity of home ownership. Absolutely should. And it doesn't matter what mistakes you've made in your past, because one thing that we make sure always gets paid, if you're a renter, we're going to make sure that our house, wherever we're living, everything else might be late, but the one thing we're going to make sure is that we have a roof over our head. So if you have demonstrated that, hey, you know what, my rental history is great. I might have in the past had hiccups on different credit cards or my auto loan, things like that. That can be explained, especially for the people who were affected during the pandemic. A lot of people were furloughed. They were laid off. Hours were cut. But again, as long as your credit score is a 580, as long as when we run your information through the system, we get a green light, and I can go ahead and move you to the next step with the down payment assistance program. You can become a homeowner. You can give your landlord a notice instead of them giving you a notice telling you, hey, I'm getting ready to increase your rent. Notice, I need that security deposit back because I am now going to become a homeowner. 702-449-3922. If you are ready to apply, again, for any reason, if you do not qualify, the nice thing about our system, when I run credit, it'll tell me exactly what you need to do to get your credit score up. It starts with that. It doesn't cost you anything but you actually just picking up the phone or you sending a text message and making the first move and being consistent. So if you have that, that is your first step. Again, if you are a current homeowner and you know somebody that absolutely needs to stop renting, that has been talking to you, talking about how their landlord is increasing their rent, give them this information. Again, how awesome is it that on a Wednesday, you can go ahead, make the first step just from listening, getting that application in, getting the documents that I need you to have, and next Saturday, Labor Day weekend, you can have a realtor start showing you properties to make an offer on a home. Now, one thing I want people to remember is that even though the down payment assistance does give you the funds for your down payment, the one thing that I do want to bring up is that you may have closing costs. Okay? So closing costs is, say, for example, you're going to need an appraisal, right? We want to make sure we understand what the value is of the home. You might want a home warranty. You're going to need certain things. So I always tell people you might have to contribute some of your own money towards your closing costs. But guess what? Because right now sellers are ready to get rid of their homes and their properties aren't selling as quickly as it was earlier in the year, they are now giving you seller credits to be able to help with a lot of your closing costs. So again, see where you're at. And if you are the person that's doubting yourself, that's listening to me, that's saying, no, I don't think I could become a homeowner, I have A, B, and C against me, see where you are at. I know people right now that are looking for homes to rent, and you have to make 3.5 times of your income. You're giving people, if you want to rent a home that's, $2,000, they want $4,000 to $7,000 in moving costs once you get done with your first month's rent and your security deposit and all those application fees that you're going ahead and you're filling out. Just stop it and see exactly where you qualify at. 702-449-3922. You can call or send a text message with your first name, last name, email address. I'll get you out that application today, and I'll also reach out to you. Again, today is Wednesday. Next Saturday, you can be shopping for a home. You can be making an offer for a home. You can become a homeowner before the holidays. You can make it happen. It just all starts with, again, as I keep saying, it starts with you taking that first step, believing in yourself, letting whatever doubt is in your head go, whatever you've been hearing from other people. Because, again, we all have those people in our family or in our group of friends that think they know everything about the economy and the housing market, and they're giving you incorrect information or wrong advice. Now, the one thing I will tell people is this, is that, because I get that all the time, my uncle owns a bunch of property, and he said A, B, and C. Well, what year did your uncle buy the property? And please tell me what license or what type of qualifications he has to be able to tell you about the current housing market. So don't let the fear of what you're seeing on the news, don't let the fear of what other people may say, don't even let self-doubt stop you from making a move if you know this is your time. My name is Sheila Smith. I can be reached at 702-449-3922. 702-449-3922. Again, it starts with you. You can send a text message, your first name, last name, email address. I'll email you out that secured application link. And then we're also going to go over a little bit about the down payment assistance program, a little bit more in detail. I want everyone to completely understand what it means, what to expect, what the process is, and I am there with you the entire way. So you don't just hear me on the radio and I pass you off to someone else and that's it. No, we are together all the way until you receive your keys. Let's do it. Let's make a change. How nice would that be to just go ahead and be, a lot of the people that I get, they're the first ones in their family to become a homeowner. Let's set the tone. Let's set a new standard. Let's set an example, not only for our family, but for just the community as a whole. If I'm speaking to you and you want more information about the down payment assistance, you know you're serious. You're like, I want to do this. I want to follow through. Tell me what I need to do. 702-449-3922. Once again, it's 702-449-3922. My name is Sheila Smith. I am your local mortgage advisor. I'm located here in Las Vegas. So I have sometimes people that say, Sheila, can I meet with you face to face so I know you're a real person, or so I can just catch your vibe and make sure that you're the person I want to work with? Totally fine. We're doing in-person, face-to-face appointments now. So we can absolutely do that, no matter, just based upon whatever your comfort level is. We can go ahead and get that done. And I really want to see our people this year come up in this time in the housing market. Again, there's price corrections going on. Homes are being reduced, and it can work in your advantage. Please do not let what's going on in the market, as far as you hearing about interest rates, all of that other stuff, scare you. Because what should scare you is this, is that here in Clark County, there is not any rent control. There's no rent control here in Clark County. What does that mean? What that means is exactly what most of everyone is experiencing that is a renter. That means that when your lease is up, whatever your landlord or your leasing office sees that they want to go ahead, based upon what they say the market value is for your home or your apartment to rent, they can increase it on you. And what do they give you, a 60 or 90-day notice? So understand that. Let's make homeownership a priority. Let's get us into some homes this year for the holidays. It'll be a beautiful thing, and I want to be there with you every step of the way. Again, my name is Sheila Smith. I am your mortgage advisor located here in Las Vegas. 702-449-3922. 702-449-3922. Again, it starts today, next Saturday, September 3rd, Labor Day weekend. You can be in contract for your new home. This is my time. I am not on next Wednesday, but I will be on the following Wednesday. I'll talk to you all then. Until then, please love on your loved ones. Continue to stay safe. DJ Certified, we love you and miss you. Thank you, everyone at KCEP. Until next time, bye-bye.